Okay, welcome to the Agenda podcast. Kieran Read. Now, I'm just going to play you some audio.
Oh,
yeah.
And baby, your smile forever in my mind.
So Kieran Read is
I'm thinking about
we
I want to be there. I wish I was there.
We played this audio last week, and we've been inundated with questions. It's like, what was Kieran Read doing in Aravinda de Silva's mansion in Sri Lanka?
Well, there's two stories there, Gila. Actually, so this is actually at Angelo Mathews' house.
Oh,
the
okay.
karaoke.
Yep.
Right, okay.
The previous night was Aravinda de Silva's mansion.
Yeah.
And then tearing around Colombo in his Ferrari.
Oh, get out.
This is like you'll be jizzing over these stories. Like, and that day I'm standing next to, I'll get the photo for you. I'm standing next to the three legends of Sri Lankan cricket, Aravinda de Silva, Junga Rangatunga, and Sim Jayasuriya.
Come
I
on.
could jersey swap with those blokes.
Oh, man.
And then back to Aravinda's mansion, 4 stories up the lift, kind of his memorabilia is everywhere. It's amazing. It's so cool. The drive around in his Ferrari, you know what?
Oh.
It's a toned down version of India, I guess. Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Have you been to Sri Lanka?
Yes, I have. It's awesome.
Yeah. The Ferrari going through past tuk-tuks and everything.
And
Not afraid to put the pedal to the metal as well. So that was awesome.
what a way to stand out in the Colombo, though. Sorry. Colombo's like tuk-tuks and like taxis and stuff. And then, what was it, a red?
Ferrari.
Was it red?
It's a red Ferrari. Yes. He's got a couple of them actually. So he brought out his. I think this is the latest model.
All right.
So he's done well for himself. Like,
I almost wish you guys
pretty
would-
cool. Like you are literally out there enjoying it, man.
Man,
It's
how did you
awesome.
fit into a Ferrari as
I
well?
wish
Was
you guys
that
had got
your
put-
knees around your head as well?
I wish
I
you guys
followed
had,
myself in.
I wish you guys had
followed
gotten pulled
myself.
over or something like that, because the headline would have been unreal. Just 3 ex-legends and an ex-All Black captain pulled over in a red Ferrari tearing around Colombo on a Friday evening.
I suspect, Mashi, that he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And it does not matter.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, got that vibe.
Oh.
So what was that night then? What that clip that has done the rounds and everyone's loving it? Not because we're laughing at you, genuinely because I think we just wish we were all there.
it was actually not a bad rendition. I mean,
Fantastic.
Well, it's one of my biggest fears actually is being heard publicly singing. my family absolutely give me shit
No
about
way.
my voice and things, and you got to try and give it in the anthem and
Yeah.
stuff. But when the camera comes close, you kind of
Yeah.
you can't just voice it because you don't want them to hear you. But one of the guys carried us, I think, on that clip, so I'm kind of reasonably happy that it's not too close up on my own voice, but you just get into it. We turned up at Angelo Mathews' house, and
Yes, you do.
he was like, "Oh, we'll just come around for dinner, a bit of singing." And I was like, "Okay." Most Kiwis would get pretty shit-faced, and then there'd be karaoke at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. No, it was like the first beer, and he was like, "All right, let's go up, let's get into the karaoke."
Oh, man.
Straight into it. It was an awesome night. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
And then we're just banger after banger, mate. It was kind of that. Really cool.
Can I ask who the leak was? Do we know who actually leaked that footage?
Oh, I think we have to look for a Sri Lankan there. I'm not sure.
Okay, right. Well, I was fairly certain it wouldn't have been you. But
No, I definitely haven't put it up myself. But I guess once it's out there, Mashi, you got to embrace it.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And it was an epic night. Like I was there supporting a rugby tour of all things in Sri Lanka, the New Zealand under 85s rugby team, under 85 kilograms, and I kind of got to go on a bit of a junket, supporting the sponsors and getting driven around these different places and meeting cricketers, and pretty amazing actually to be in a place that's renowned for cricket, but everyone there, like even these old cricketers, just love their rugby and they just want a piece of the All Blacks and wanted to catch up and things. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I went around Sri Lanka a number of years ago. I think it was maybe might have been 13, 14 years ago. And I was so surprised as well because over there, it's a manageable India, like you said at the start. Like it's a smaller, compact. Once you get out of Colombo, it's beautiful green, up into the mountains, up and go into Kandy and everything. But we hired a driver for like $50 a day, like for 10 days, and every day he'd turn up and would take us wherever he wanted. And we just got talking, and and all he wanted to talk about was Richie McCaw. And I was like, well, this is weird. Like, I didn't think I'd come to Sri Lanka and just be talking code with my driver the whole time. Like, and when I left, I bought an All Black jersey and sent it to him, and he sent me a photo of him. He was proud as punch. But he was telling me up in Kandy and mainly through the armed forces that they love their code.
Oh, mate, they absolutely love it. And I think first 15 rugby, so schoolboy rugby, and even girls now, like we had plenty of girls coming into, to do skills and drills and stuff. Like, it is massive. And I think in some schools it's bigger than the cricket. Like, you kind of like, there's a school in Kandy, Trinity College, and you should see, they've got a specific first 15 field that's away from the school. And it's 5,000 people, like a big stand.
Oh, man.
Everything. And this is just the first 15, So better than any ground you'd see in New Zealand for any school. So, mate, they're so passionate about it. And that was the thing that got me. It was just the passion, Yeah. It is, because they just froth at the mouth and they're like, man, can actually see and touch an All Black.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to see. And also amazing for the under 85 guys who come out of playing club rugby, get put up on this amazing trip, stay in these awesome hotels.
Wear the Silva Fern.
And yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're wearing the Silva Fern black jersey and you play in front of massive crowds. Really special time.
So talk me through the tour. It's properly, Kieran, if you don't mind, you'll be surprised to know I'm not fully across it. So how did it work? And what games did you play? Where did you play them? And that type of thing.
Well, I'm not quite under 85, Meshi, so I didn't play.
My mistake.
But they played in Colombo, so they had a week in Colombo. I arrived after the first game and got there for the second week. And then we played in Kandy, which is kind of a few hours inland.
Yeah.
So where it's kind of the heartland of Sri Lanka rugby, and they're just nuts up there. So, you're getting, it's probably 20,000 seat stadiums maybe, packed to the rafters, kind of Sri Lankan kind of people everywhere, trying to get in and jumping fences and
climbing trees.
Loving it. Yeah. Amazing. So just right into it. And then obviously it's paid through sponsorship. So the New Zealand 85 team is playing the men's Sri Lankan national side. The only caveat for them was their props had to be under 110 kgs.
Yeah, I was going to ask that, because I was going to ask around the contact in scrums when you got an 85 kg dude. There was a little bit of...
The buffet helped the 85s, boys.
When were they weighed in? Were they weighed in at the start of the tour?
Well, because this is an official 85 game, they didn't have to weigh in. So they played 85s last year. So September, October last year, they were under 85 for the national tournament.
You're right. Yeah.
Got selected in this team. Have a good summer. So some of them, I'm pretty sure, would be clocking into the 90s somewhere.
Pushing 90.
These Sri Lankans were big boys, So even if you're in the 90s playing against 110, 120 kg, some of these Sri Lankan boys it's quite a big difference. So they had the advantage of just the weight. They didn't necessarily have the technique. So it became kind of a battle of these, New Zealand skill versus Sri Lanka kind of trying to utilize that weight in their forward pack and things. They're a team that could get better. Probably sevens is probably their go, I'd say that's the way that Sri Lanka can probably go down that route, because they're probably a bit smaller on average. So awesome tour, like amazing to see. Like, and just as I said, like for club footy players to be able to go over and live a life of luxury and get looked after, was pretty awesome for them.
They managed to squeak the victory as well in that last game. I think they were down to 12 men or something at one stage.
So it's been played last year 2 games, and this year 2 games, and they've won all 4 of the New Zealand 85. So it was kind of wrecked by the ref in some ways. It's that second game that I was there. Like, I think 4 or 5 yellows.
Yeah, some discipline issues.
And at the end of the red card.
Yeah.
So look, they just had to find a way, the Kiwi boys, and they did that. Thing is, like, the Sri Lankans, I think last year they said they were just clapping the New Zealand guys as if they were the All Blacks, and then this year they've kind of been like, oh, we actually want our team to win. So they're probably on the cusp of going, okay, we've seen them. They're a New Zealand team, but now we want to try and beat them. So,
sick.
It's pretty cool to see.
Do they? Because I was calling them the Wee Blacks, because I remember when I used to play 85s, there was an unofficial New Zealand team, and they called them the Wee Blacks. Do they still call themselves the Wee Blacks?
Oh, I hope so. But you'd be very proud after the game, mate. The guys took that. You've seen the photos.
Oh, the Kurt Bakers.
The kit off,
straight
on the shoulders. The Kurt Baker. They're trying to get me up there, but the official role.
That's very disciplined of you. I saw that shot. TV1 had a cameraman there, I think, and on One News, he framed the shot perfectly because there was two players' heads just covering the two nude players on the shoulders doing the Kurt Baker in the background. It was great stuff. Like, it was just 100%. The perfect shot.
And so they did. It's a New Zealand team, obviously, but a few kind of professional standards maybe throughout the week, but definitely a hark back to older times in club rugby. So the boat race came out that night. I know they'd had big nights throughout the week as well, to enjoy themselves. But the boat race that night, and can definitely say that Kiwis can drink a lot better than the Sri Lankans as well.
Nice.
I joined in those ones. It was a lot of fun. It was a really good time.
Oh man, we need to work out how we can work some sort of media angle into going back next year. I'd love to go back to Sri Lanka. Especially
it'd be a way to do it.
Especially doing some karaoke at Angelo Mathews' house. Hell yeah, I'm into it.
We're talking about it pre-record, Kieran. What else is going on? You're down at the first half of Super Round because you had to then obviously duck over to Sri Lanka. What did you make of the new stadium? I feel like we should talk about that at least briefly.
Oh mate, new stadium's unreal. Like everyone's just been kind of boasting over it, and genuinely it's awesome. I'm been there last week as well for the Blues game, and you walk in there, it's just so much fun. Like, it's a good place to watch no matter where you are around the ground. You walk around the concourse, mate, get yourself a hot dog or a Sheffield pie. Like, there's all these amazing kind of institutions around the food court places that you can get. Had Pedro's House of Lamb last week. So
yum.
It's mean. It's really cool. So and just a good vibe in there. And as you know, you get under a roof and it's good footy, and compared to what we've been used to for 15 years down here. This time of year, you're playing in the paddock and the portacoms, and it's pretty cold and shitty. So just nicer to see some better footy. I'll tell you what, those Blues look gassed. They look like they're out on their feet.
Tell me about
just
it,
with a bit more ball and play, and it worked well for the Crusader boys.
Yeah, I just where the location of where that stadium is. Like, every time you just look down Litchfield or any one of those streets and you could see it at the end, just made that Super Round so much cooler, because you'd be at the pub and like, fuck, let's go. We'd go out and we'd go on the walk, and you just look out and go, it's just there. And it's like lit up like a kind of this big globe. It's like,
it opens up the stadium to anyone, right? Like, otherwise you purposely got to drive somewhere and do it. And maybe you've got older grandparents who got to walk or kids and getting late, but you can make that excuse. Can't make that excuse, and you can get everyone there for the stadium. So, you can be having dinner and then walk in, or vice versa. Stop in the pubs. It's I think the vibe of it now, when you have that available, it brings. I've spoken to so many people who just over Super Round just went into the city, parked up, watched some games in the pub, and had a beer or so. Went home. It's awesome.
Oh, we couldn't believe when we were down there, how many people were like, we were talking, so you guys going to the rugby tonight? And they were like, no, shit, no.
Come for the vibe.
Fuck yeah, man.
That'll transform that downtown CBD of Christchurch, which has been kind of lacking a real kind of magnet for quite some time. And that is going to just change the face of central Christchurch. And that's kind of what I keep banging on about, the downtown Auckland. It'll revolutionise the downtown Auckland, but I've kind of given up talking about that, and now I just have to face the fact that Christchurch have the best cricket ground and the best rugby ground in New Zealand.
Yeah,
and I'm I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm moving to Christchurch.
It is amazing and pretty special to be in the city while it's still going on like that. And first concert this weekend, so you've got to buy for the Crusaders concert. Man. So it's still it's a full house there, sold out, and going to be. Yeah, it's just going to be great because, as you said, it's just awesome to have right there. Hagley Park's a walk from the city as well.
I know. That's amazing.
It's mean.
Yeah, it's mean. We've got no test cricket ground in Auckland. We haven't and we haven't really got a stadium that we can walk to. It's crazy stuff.
You make anyone walk down that main drag in Christchurch, though, and like you just said in Golden Hour, see that stadium come out of it, I guarantee immediately afterwards they'd be like, oh, yeah, no, we need this in every city. Absolutely. It is so contagious, that feeling. Who's winning Super Rugby, you reckon, Kieran? Just out of curiosity. And if you said the Hurricanes, mate, you're fucking dead.
It's probably the Hurricanes to lose.
I like that angle. Let's just I can cut them down when they
potentially. I don't know. The Chiefs really have the consistency in them. You know, that they definitely have the team that could win the comp, but you know, up till now they haven't probably been consistent enough. So yeah, Hurricanes to lose. You know, the caveat there is Crusaders get a couple of boys back. Man, we're coming for this competition. You know, like we're in a good space.
Not again.
he means it too.
You got enough, man.
Where is Will Jordan? Can you ask us? Can you tell me where Will Jordan is? Do we know what's going on there?
I do not. He's playing golf. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got some important fish to fry later, I guess, is what he's. But I think like when you're a thoroughbred, and you do your calf, you have to be very careful.
Right.
I do know that. Otherwise, it's just like bang after. Like, you try to come back too early, you do it again. So you don't want Will Jordan to be worrying about a calf for the rest of the year. So we do have to get it right. He's one important player for New Zealand rugby.
Yeah, absolutely. How excited everyone's that Richie Mo'unga's coming back?
Super excited. Eh? Like, but what, you know, this whole thing around New Zealand rugby saying he can't go to South Africa, like,
kill me. I know.
No, go on, Kieran.
I know. I brought this.
Boy.
I brought this up the other day. And it's like they said rules are rules. It's like no. You can. You wrote the rules. You can change it. And
Richie Mo, brother.
You've changed it before.
And if there's one
coaches literally said, I'm going to bring him into the squad so he can learn the moves. It's like, well, why don't we just let him play? Like, if we know he's going to be needed and he's going to be so vital to us, you know, to be successful. Let him. He's literally signed to New Zealand for the next 18 months.
He's Richie Mo. It's like just make an exception.
And why does NZR not want us to have the best team that we could possibly have? I'd understand it if like it was some kind of, you know, worldwide rule that people couldn't play with certain dispensations or whatever. But it's like, why are we upholding rules on ourselves that we've made? Like another team doesn't mean shit to the other team. If South Africa were coming in and going, oh no, he can't play because of whatever, you'd be like, yeah, fair play. You don't want Richie Mo playing for us.
He's on a 2-year drug suspension. He can't play. It's like, okay, fair enough.
We get that.
It's a little bit like they made the bed and they want to, you know, and they think they're going to sleep in it, but no, you can change it, right? Like you can actually literally change the rules. Like Brazil and Mo'unga coming back, like Artie and Anton Leonard-Brown, who have been in Japan and suppose it's a sabbatical instead of a contracted, you know, they come straight in and play in July. You know, like I understand the reasoning behind the making guys want to stay in New Zealand, but the fact they're back, he's back in New Zealand, and it would be a travesty, right? If you're running out in the first test against South Africa and Richie Mo'unga's playing here for Canterbury, like it would mean no sense. It'd be ridiculous.
I completely agree in the fact that we can't make any exceptions. That's what I keep saying. It's like, I don't think you're going to have someone of Richie Mo's and even Shannon's quality coming back every year to play for the All Blacks. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you don't.
Yeah. So
and the thing is, they're signed. They're legitimately signed. So it's like, okay, you got to come through a pathway. It's not 1980. It's, you know, like they are legitimately signed. From July, they'll be signed with New Zealand Rugby.
Right.
And,
so okay.
You know, so
But they can't play
them in the team that they deserve to be in, and if the coach wants to pick them, you know, that's where they should be.
Yeah, it was a strange hill for Steve Lancaster to die on in his first interview, to be honest. Early, because to win the fans over, he just needed to go, Richie Mo's in, baby. And we were like, woo!
I know. Oh, it's hard. There's so many things in the background.
I'm sure there's so many. It's
an easy win.
It is an easy win.
Just say it.
Totally. But I'm sure there's loads of politics in the background, which he's had to navigate. So that's probably, I don't want to cast aspersions over, because by all accounts, he's a really good dude. But for me, that was an easy win for me. Yeah. So
they felt ridiculous.
Anyway.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Hey,
sorry, I'll give you a clip there. So
thanks, Kieran.
That's all
we'll
good.
milk that shit.
No, I'm more interested. I think the clip of you driving around in
I think so.
Aravinda Silva's red Ferrari.
It's kind of like, like not the Hangover. That's something like Colombo. What is it? The few nights in Bangkok.
Oh man, that sounds epic.
6-part Netflix doco and you and the night that you guys had would be everything we need and more.
And his red Ferrari around Colombo, like not the most salubrious of cities, driving around in a Ferrari.
You're not running before we leave. You're not running a memorabilia wall at all like them, are you? I assume, Kieran. I imagine you've given away every single thing you've owned and tried to separate yourself from your crap.
Basically, like, no, I don't want to ever be proud of what I did. I was like that for a while, but now I'm like, oh, actually being there and like how many photos they've got up of themselves. I'm like, actually, you know, like, I'm probably at the age now, I can probably chuck a few photos up somewhere. Definitely not in the house.
Nah, you got it in the man cave
so
somewhere.
No one can actually see it. I'll put it in the shed somewhere.
Yeah.
Well said.
Excellent. Hey, Kieran, thanks for taking the time for, explaining that that video to us of your Sri Lankan tour. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Nah, no worries. Cheers, boys.
See you, mate.